the Shiv, and it's gonna start really annoying how that lane party works in the mid lane's isolated matchup, as we highlighted that JJ has to have room to really look for angles and link up with Mako to secure that vision control around these major objectives. And EDG's composition for this game one, very aggressive early game, and they just want to look for picks.
It's in a minion wave, so almost impossible for JJ to get it.
JJ
And now
flash
isolated.
either.
Ning going forwards, looking for the kill. First blood for Harry, and now Ala in a 1v2. He was trying to turn it around. Harry the target, but he goes down. It's disaster for EDG.
The what?
Yeah, Ning not sure where he wants to go here. Is JJ backing off there? Might go for a dive here. The knockback is there, and the isolation damage is gone. See you later, Alan. Doesn't even get a chance to flash. He's just one shot. Tibbers getting some damage down onto Fofo. It's not going to be too much. Like you say, the Vamp Scepter doing a lot of work. Is Mako trying to get vision. Almost gets one shot by Ning. And flashed on as well. Just gets 3 shot. Ning is taking over.
They're more than happy with the game state right now.
Oh, they really are. They really are. Fofo going to be stunned up here. Tibbers comes out. He's trying to bait. He's trying to bait. It's here. And Forge actually survives that. I don't know how. By the skin of his teeth again. Look at the Ultra Prime coaching staff. They're over the moon. Oh, this one's going. Baolan taken down, or should I say Mako. Ning says, get your hands off a Baolan's champion. But JJ answers it. Finds himself an opportunity. Can they find more, though? Because the rocket's in from Doggo. And suddenly it's Fofo being chased down. He tries to turn it around, but stunned up by Forge here. The autos are out from Doggo. It's going to be another one. Double kill for Doggo, and Uzi's alone in the bottom side. Almost 40 CS lead for them down bot. And they will finish this tower off as well, getting that final plate within the last 15 seconds. But
to contest for any of these remaining dragons, Ning has Umbral Glaive working alongside Sorda as well.
How valuable that cocoon was, because that was Sorda currently channeling a Hex Flash. Maybe could have looked for a hook into an ultimate off the back of it, but the cocoon just go forward, get a demolish proc, and then walk away. Do that enough times, he'll start to take these side lane towers. Forge gets the one up top.
2 tower on the top side without any response. Ultra Prime a little late to the play, and I feel like this is an overall decent map.
Find something, get a cross map going, and good call from EDG to get a bit of gold in their pockets. And when you look at the gold overall, it's 3,500 in favor of Ultra Prime. For this one, they've got to make it happen, and Forge is the target for now. He's going to be in trouble here. Ala uses the Dominus flash available if he wants it. He's going to have to back away now. It's Harry now behind enemy lines. JJ, the targets, they flash on in. EDG need a miracle, and Ning's down. It's a huge shutdown into the pocket of Mako with Sorda flashing on out. Ala getting one as well as Harry pulls Ala out of the way to get himself to safety, but Mako follows up Uzi with one. Harry next on the chopping block, and suddenly EDG have made the miracle happen.
EDG somehow...
A disastrous sequence of play. Forge overextending, and the rest of the team committing to try and protect him. And it means EDG's play pays dividends. Now with a Baron...
Revival play from EDG, and the game is back in their hands.
Oh another pick. Doggo gets JJ. I'm not sure what on earth has just happened there, but Ultra Prime get
that dragon and secure themselves a second.
Yeah. EDG, they were 5,000 gold down earlier on in this game. Now they are...
Minion wave died. They were a bit hesitant on the play, so they're not going to be able to secure the second tier tower. And Ultra Prime...
The rockets out. Doesn't do a whole lot of much. As Forge now on the chase. He's getting so much damage out of this Tibbers, honestly. 50 gold to JJ, but now Ning on the chase looking for more. Forces a flash. Ala icing out of the play, but the stun should come out from Forge now. There's one looking for JJ as well. That'll be 2 for Ultra Prime. It's a long old play, but they get the Drake and 2 bonus kills. EDG out of this portion of the jungle. Forge is waiting in the wings though, and Mako walks straight into the trap. He wants a little bit more onto Ala too. Forge is doing Ultra Prime somehow. Uzi and Fofo get out of their grasp, but the Baron is still taken.
It happened to EDG twice where they're giving over. Oh, it finally falls down. Sorry, I must stop molding, but
Sword Art doesn't go for it. The rest of their schedule is tough. They need every win they can get. And now against
Talon start running down and force a numbers advantage fight when it does come to the side lane, with the dragon also spawning in 1 minute. Ocean Soul
I'm not sure what the G2 flare is from Sword Art there. Is Harry caught out before Forge goes in, turns it around as Fofo with the target, and Harry surviving for the time being. Ala gets into the play, but Dragon's already taken, and Doggo's untouched. Ala into his GA, and this might just be more than a pick here. This might be the end of the game as Doggo takes a bit of damage, but Ala falls.
Yeah, but wait, bottom.
Ocean Soul.
It does seem like Ultra Prime, they're going to work towards that bottom side with the Baron buff as well. Flash hook.
Oh, what a hook. What a hook from Sword Art. It's another one for Doggo, and he can chase for a little bit more as well. Uzi and Mako still there. Fofo alongside him. I feel like the rocket just being used for vision at this point as they look for Mako, and he'll go down. Uzi over the wall, but no flash available for Doggo as Fofo does answer with one. Ning grabbing that fourth kill. European Cash next, flashing up the G2 emotes. Mid lane tower goes down, and with the wave there, Fofo has the static shiv, but I think they'll just clear the game anyway. I think they'll just end this one. Cannon's still there. Fofo forced away. That's one tower down. Second one, the cannon goes down, and Ala charges in. 2/3 of his health. He's bloody invincible at this point as the TP coming on through. Forge gets onto the backline, but Fofo will just take him down. Fofo survives, and maybe a chance for EDG. A pick at very least. 4K on the Baron. They're just going to burn through this one. It's just going to be taken before Ultra Prime even get onto the scene. This is a 4v5 still. Forge is not in the play just yet. Harry in the middle of the pit here. JJ kind of abandoned by his team. Has to flash over. Featherstorm out from Uzi. Early on in the fight as Harry looks for the all-out. Tries to find the carries here. Ultra Prime might just have done it. Sword Art there as Doggo jumps back into the play towards the Crocodile, though. This is dangerous. JJ trying to get the damage, but Doggo survives. And Ultra Prime have done it. It felt a little dicey, but the ace is there. TP's into the base. And Ultra Prime, they'll take game one.
And Harry destroys the backline of EDG, occupying both Uzi and Mako instantly TPs towards this base, and is going to secure this 1-0 lead up against EDG. And overall, what a convincing win from Ultra Prime.
Absolutely fantastic from Ultra Prime. Ning on the Kha'Zix just dominated the early game. He got such a huge lead for his team. And sure, it wasn't a perfect win. It wasn't the cleanest win, but a win.
Yeah, you do have that extra bit of mobility to get away from Ultra Prime's engages. I mean, Sora, if you want to lock that in, buddy, be more than happy. You force the E out of the Ezreal and you instantly dunk him with your ultimate. No, it's just a little bit of a cheeky hover with the Rel getting locked in as the final counter to this Alistar. But like you said,
Mako
oh hell nah, Ning's not gonna go for the ship. Don't say that.
Sword Art getting a little knockback onto Mako, but the level 2 hit, and now Ultra Prime hit 2 as well. But Sword Art's already going to go down. His first blood for EDG's bottom lane. Sword Art.
Be real, I'm pretty surprised that Sword Art has decided to lean towards the Rel as that final pick to round off Ultra Prime's draft. I feel like the bar would have made a little bit more sense. I know.
Has his killer instinct. But JJ not spotted yet. Doggo's the target instead. Has to use the killer instinct just to try and escape. Uzi now jumped on as he uses his E. Still has the flash available and has to be used. Now Ning, the target is JJ, enters the play. Flash comes out, but Mako with the double knockup pulverizes Ultra Prime. Sword Art, no flash, but I don't think there's any CC left. But Fofo behind enemy lines here. He'll find the combo, and it's a kill for Uzi.
Beautiful follow-up from Mako. It's gonna hit. Have a lot of items coming online for the side of EDG. The Sunfire and the Static Shift for both the mid and jungle. Mako looking for the flank.
Double pulverize.
Oh, it missed.
Bit of damage onto Doggo. And not actually going to be able to find it, though. Now JJ coming in. It's a snipe for Uzi. It's even more onto Uzi's Ezreal. It's just too good for EDG.
Ning Ning, close your eyes.
Yeah. Half carries up top for Ultra Prime. So JJ changing tact, sticking around the bottom side, and once again they go for yet another dive. Doggo the target here, but the ult goes wide from JJ. Mako can tank for so long, it's actually insane. 2 more for Uzi, and whoever's TP find. Ala in with the dominance. Dominus, sorry. As Drake's coming up in 35 seconds, and EDG trying to fight for mid-prio. It's Uzi going for the kill onto Doggo. That matchup's meant to go the other way around.
And Uzi to 7-0 Ezreal.
I mean, this is a monumental performance. Uzi pushes the wave in mid, now rotates to try and make a play. Sword Art and Harry on the retreat. They move down to the bottom side, but JJ wants this one. Won't commit the ultimate for now, but Ala's here and Mako goes in. There are the ultimates stacked on top of Sword Art. Harry a bit tankier than Sword Art was as Uzi actually gets caught by the Q3 and the Pop Blossom's in as well. It's huge! What a play from Ultra Prime! They find the carry and Doggo making it happen with the ultimate as well. Forge with the biggest Pop Blossom of his career as Harry jumps on forward. The Q3 to find a bit more. And finally, Ultra Prime come online.
Make something happen in the mid lane. Was it enough?
Baron attempt now. Sword Art loses half of his health. Chained up and Mako buying space as True Shot Barrage mostly just going to hit the shield. Mako trying to bully them away. Ning is over the wall with 50-50. This one, Harry the target. Locked up and taken down. Baron resets, but look at this. EDG just bullying Ultra.
It's a bit of a nuisance with that static shift available, but you never want to be finishing this Baron up against Kha'Zix, who does have that execution.
Mako Forge with the Pop Blossom though to answer it as the root comes out across the team. It doesn't matter. Uzi with the double kill. Sword Art wants Mako, but he's not going to find it. Flashes for it and flubs it. And Fofo will shock him to death with a static shift. Ultimate comes out. Trying to deny recall, but Doggo gets out with his life. Baron taken at 21 minutes, and EDG. Kind of game where you can really function much. You can't do anything. Scry's Bloom over. This is all for EDG as Mako finds engage onto Harry, but they don't commit for the time being. On the front line, though, Sword Art is shredded again. And a great ulti out from JJ Forge trying to find his targets, but Uzi's untouched. No, caught by the root, and suddenly it's chaos, but Doggo alone. Harry takes Mako over the wall, but finds himself in a 1v1, and Ala now jumping into the play as well. Doggo, can he jump back into this one? Killer Instinct on cooldown. JJ's just looking for the Drake. EDG have done it. It's close, but they get themselves the soul.
And EDG get everything to do the 1-3-1, but that dragon fight Sword Art got instantly melted, and I really feel like this rel for this game too isn't working.
Yeah, Sword Art is just going to go down again. JJ gets the kill this time. Happy to tank the tower. Sword Art is having a tough old game, but hey, if there's one thing you can say for him, he ain't afraid to go in. No matter what happens, he will go in. 1-8. Israel, like, this is an absurdly fed carry with an Ocean Soul as Uzi flashes away from the Pop Blossom. Here comes Ning on the back line. I don't know if he has the damage to kill him. Uzi manages to kite it out. That was gorgeous play. Triple kill for Uzi as he looks for more. Fofo stealing the multi-kill, but EDG stealing the crowd here today. What domination in game 2.
16-1 on the Ezreal for Uzi in this game 2, and they're gonna bring this series up against Ultra Prime to game 3, and this is the EDG that we expected, and they're finally showing up, Munch.
Give us more of this, EDG. Forget the bans, just lock in Ezreal anyway. This looked phenomenal. 16-1 and 7 for Uzi, and what a way.
All this support of Ultra Prime, so he really needs to utilize and look for a winning 2v2, or at least something that neutralizes the kill threat
even
out of
Thresh.
this Kai'Sa. Yeah, Thresh could also work really well with the amount of gap close that EDG have, but it is going to be fighting fire with fire, and the Leona gets locked in for this final game.
I would have loved to see a Thresh actually, because
you know, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices in these solo queue games, but I think Forge, he's out of position here.
Fofo, nice bit of play to start the game. First blood on the Azir. We said it's a good pick for him.
We've been highlighting for the past 3 games, and I feel like Fofo, he's always wanted to kind of step up as that carry player while he's given...
Wants to try and find that miraculous 2v2 that they had in the first game of the series. Harry charges on forward, all out available, and pulls him to dangerous territory. Ala in the 2v1, and will be taken down. Nicely done here by Harry and Ning.
Note the fact that Mako is alone in this bottom side, because if he does get his CC onto you, Uzi can fly CC onto Doggo, but like you said, 2 dragons now for both sides of the team. But Sword Art, once again, a bit of a sticky situation, and Ning is making his way down towards here, but they don't have any prio.
Great knock up onto Doggo here. He's already going to go down. Uzi dives out the back side of the play. It's a 5-man play in the bottom lane from EDG. This is what we've been wanting to see. A kill for Fofo, a kill for Ala, a kill for Uzi. Don't know how confident Ultra Prime are to contest, but it looks like they are going to try and move in. Both with a bit of early damage. Solar Flare comes on out. Here they go, diving onto the backline. Sword Art turns gold as the Empress Divide splits the team fight. Sword Arts go down. Harry trying to protect him though. Dives deep in the play, but Uzi's on the backline instead. But look at this. Ultra Prime, 3 strong, clustered up as a death ball, but Uzi's clearing house. Doggo with the shurikens. Can he make it happen? Red and white, time to fight. It's a raid, boss of Felios, but he just can't make the distance. Ala now closing the gap with the slice and dice and cuts him through. The Emperor of Shurima reigns supreme.
And a clean ace for EDG at 15 minutes as they secure this mid lane tower, now working their way back
from a million miles away. It was close to beautiful from Doggo, but close ain't
Forge.
close enough as Ala finds himself a solo kill onto Forge. Will be finished off by Harry, but I mean, it's too little too late.
Flash for flash trade Ultra Prime, especially Sorta, they want to be looking for that engage, but onto someone like the Azir, near impossible unless you're looking for this.
JJ and Mako trying to bully everyone away. JJ actually goes in, there's 4 players there. I don't think he realized quite how strong Ultra Prime were, but he's invincible. He just doesn't go down. And now, bodying them
Uzi's got out.
Is found Uzi, but Uzi's fighting! What? How does Kai'Sa 1v1 Kha'Zix at 18 minutes? That's just insane.
Kai'Sa, the Void Slayer, just kills Ning off screen with the fadeaway W as well. Maker looking for more.
Looking for more on the top side. Forge is gone. And EDG, where has this been for the whole year? Where has this been? They're just going to start the Baron.
It's not going to be as fast though. Uzi is that Shiv Kai'Sa, so it is very reliant on Fofo. Forge does have that flash available now, but we've seen EDG bait this Baron before. They're going to do it again. Ning's in the pit.
Fofo's doing so much damage here. Solar Flare onto the Azir. Oh, he hits it! Doggo's doomed! Uzi's on the backline. What a shot with the W. That is just nuts. Maximum range on the AP Kai'Sa. See you later, Ultra Prime. EDG are back.
And wrap it up, boys. For PG, they have the wave. They're going to look for that series win up against Ultra Prime. And honestly, a fantastic redemption for the jungler and support of Mako. And exactly what the fans are expecting out of this super roster.
EDG have never been more back than this. They're going to look for the towers. Can they actually end here? Doggo fight before they get to the Nexus, or you'll just lose the game. Here we go, Mako on the backline, protecting Uzi as Harry on the front line. Doggo getting annihilated by Ala, and Uzi flies in to finish the job. Harry next on the chopping block as the Void Seeker does go slightly wide, but Sword Art goes down. In fact, that's Forge going down instead of Sword Art gets onto the fountain. EDG wants some bonus kills. The Nexus is wide open, but they're here for the victory lap. They want a kill a minute in the game. They're at 19 on 23, whereas Uzi is looking to finish things off. He's got a stopwatch. Ning probably kills him here, but no, turns invisible. Keeps himself alive, and he kills Ning instead. Another solo kill over Ning for Uzi. What a performance from EDG.
And finally, at 23 minutes, EDG are going to be able to wrap this series up 2-1 fashion. I mean, talk about flashy, because Uzi and Fofo definitely delivered with their performance to seal the deal for tonight.
And look, ultimately,